Greetings, my friends, on this, the December 4th of 2022, which gives us 16 plus 6 is 22, and 22 is the Fool in Tarot Numerology, because we don't count zero. There is no zero day. Hasn't been for some time, like 15 billion years, or whatever they put the Big Bang at, if indeed it was a Big Bang. I'm gonna say nobody was here, except maybe God, to witness that, the creation of this universe. If it's 13.5 billion years, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, we'd be fools to think that they actually knew. And 22 is the Fool. 22 is also a master number for the master builders. And 2 plus 2 is actually 4, which is the Emperor. So the Emperor is the divine male. It is a sovereign being of power, a divinely guided ruler, supposedly. And if he's being all that he can be as a divine male, then he would be divinely guided. Just saying. Of course, the cards always have two sides. Could be a tyrant, right? A total despot. Or a Biden. Oh, I should be careful. This is my last channel. If I lose this one, then I don't have any voice on YouTube. You wouldn't want that. Okay. Here we are at the amplitude. I'll show you here. It says amplitude right there. I know it doesn't say up there, but you know, we're taking that it is the amplitude. And we started off the day with an 8 for the amplitude. And we started that at 5:30, which, funny enough, 5 plus 3 is 8. So strength brings strength, which does seem true. It's a bit of a circular argument. Strength, courage, she's holding open a lion's mouth is usually the way it's depicted. Though it can be depicted other ways. There's strength, inner strength, and there's strength in numbers. So either way, you can be strong. And then we go to a 9, and that came in at 1:30, which would be 4, the Emperor. And the Emperor is always better if he's tempered by the Hermit. If he's in a mystical state, he's gone within, he's meditated and gone within for that inner wisdom. So inner wisdom is what the Emperor needs. That's why he leads in with the Hermit. So we have the amplitude of 9, the go within, the retreating up the white mountain of enlightenment. Yep. Did a rumble yesterday and got a really strong comment on it. I decided to go ahead and pin it because they kind of went way over where I was going with it. But you know, hey, 7, yeah. So you can find me on Rumble at Phil Christophers, all one word, PhilChristophers. Yeah, I'll be posting there a lot more because I decided I can only talk milk toast on this channel. Only milk toast. I just saw a really interesting Oh, you have to be a little careful here. Well, let's just say that they had a little hearing, or they were taking comments before they certified the vote there in Arizona, or attempted to certify it, I should say. Excuse me. And somebody did a compilation of all of those, which was pretty funny. I was really impressed. And I shared it on my Facebook page, so, check me out there at Bill Christopher's. Unfortunately, on my Phil Christopher's channel, I'm not going to be able to post there, though I might be able, in a way, I could go, I think, to my Emerald Dragon Reiki channel and save this to my energy blogs on Phil Christopher's. I think I can do that, which will probably piss them off a little bit because they thought they would really punish me. Oh, we'll punish him. We'll take away his ability to speak, forgetting that I had another account. Well, maybe I shouldn't mention it because then they'll know and shut this one down too. Alrighty, well, we'll move on. The quality is the power of 7.5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 is the hangman. That's a suspension of action. That's a sacrifice, either self-inflicted or otherwise. It's a change in perspective because you're hanging upside down, looking at things in a different way. Funny enough, and this is why it's sometimes it's qualified as a voluntary sacrifice, is because A is only hanging by one foot, and B he's in a yoga pose, upside down, admittedly, and 3, his head is enveloped in the glow of spiritual knowledge. So this is not just any common criminal being hung by his feet instead of his neck. So yeah, quite a powerful card, really, the Hangman. And just a little bit past the halfway mark in the hero's journey. All right, going to the frequency, 8.10 hertz for the high, 7.63 for the low. This gives us 1573 for the average, and we divide that by 2, it gives us 7.86 for the average, 7.86 hertz, which is vibrations per second. 786 is 3 and 2, so it's 21. Is that right? Am I right on that? 7.86. So that'll be 12 plus 7. Oh no, that's 19, right? Wait a minute. What am I thinking here? 786. 7 and 8. Okay. That's 15 plus 6 is 21. Yeah, okay. We are definitely in the universe or world with that one. So here we go. We've got the Hermit, the Hangman, and the universe or world. So even the Hermit, with all his wisdom, must sometimes change his perspective in order to see the world in its correct light. How about that for a phrase? I like it. It seems to, it's not exactly the most poetic, but it is profound. Okay, coming up here, looking at the mini suns, as some people have called these, we see this massive corona hole that goes all the way from the upper sunspot areas to the bottom sunspot crown. So definitely we're going to be catching that in the solar winds, which we will see in the K index here. We see that we have a small CME coming off. We're going to call that as class C or less. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And coming down here, looking at the X-rays, and we see that the X-ray, the red line actually came way down and the phi angle went up. I don't really see, well, there's one phi angle flip right there. So we did get some sunspot flaring directly at us. One of those sunspots did flare, it just didn't lift off a CME. We have the density at hugging the 10 line or just a bit above it, maybe 11, I don't know. The solar wind speed is in the, that was it, 450 to 500 range there, and that's kilometers per second, folks. And the temperature, I don't know, but it's in the upper, just barely below the upper third. It's about 2/3, a little bit over half. I don't know. It is what it is. Looking at the K index here, we have, we're starting off with 3s, go down to 2, then back up to 3, and then a solid 3. Oh wait, no, that was a solid 2, and then a solid 3, or up to 3. And then it goes to 5. Is that right? I'm thinking that's a 5. There's that 4. No, it's not quite up to a 5, but it is definitely over a 4. So I guess we have minor geomagnetic storm activity here at, well, that's 1,500 hours to 1,600 hours. Well, that would only be 12 to 15. That would be 3. 15 to, oh, that's 18, I think. So 15 is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We are at that's the UTC time. We are at a 4 on our way to a 5. It almost made a 5, but not quite a 5. But solidly in the minor geomagnetic storm area. So things are a little agitated, let us say, for our geomagnetic activity, which does affect our heart and can affect our brain. The frequency is probably more, I mean, our minds actually sync up with that frequency, the Schumann frequency. So that 7.86 is where we would be in our alpha state right now, if we were in alpha state. So this is a Sunday, and we're gonna do some Starseed Oracle cards today. Because why not? Why shouldn't we? I don't think we did them yesterday, really. So we definitely need to do them today. So we're gonna take a look at what the Starseed Oracle has to tell us about the energies today. We've got I don't feel like I'm getting it shuffled quite properly. They say, and we'll do that one more time. They say with the other shuffling. Okay, so it doesn't seem like they're going to fall out. Give me a fallout. And I'll shut those there using our left hand here. It is the center one. Alrighty, and then we go to our cards. And here's our first card. We'll pull two. We will pull two because I want to. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time. Take some time in nature. Now that is a good advice for starseeds. Is to take some time in nature, slow down, smell the coffee, calm your nerves, and then you want to, let's see what else we got going here. The weight of the world. So that would be what we need to do because of the weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Well, no, I wouldn't say that we have to carry the weight of the world. I would say that we need to know where the world's going in order for us to see how we need to change it in order to get it to go where we want it to go. Or maybe we just need to focus on what we want instead of what we don't want. Or the weight of the world, what the world news tries to weigh us down with, right? The idea is to keep us down with their information, and certainly what they're doing in Arizona does kind of bring us down. Or we have to certify this vote. No, you don't. Not if it's illegal, not if it's you've got hundreds of people coming through and giving some very poignant, and I mean there's many examples of where the vote was not accurate. It was not, people were disenfranchised. They couldn't even vote when they went and voted at a different thing because the machines weren't working. Now they're registered in two, and they didn't get to vote. The machines weren't, the printers weren't working, so the ballots wouldn't be accepted by the tabulator. There are so many issues here in their voting system, plus the fact that they're using Dominion machines. I'm not going to say much about that though. Anyway, yeah, I mean stuff like that can weigh you down. It can certainly weigh you down, and I guess the important thing for us to do is to rise above it. To rise above it, I guess. Though sometimes you want to rage against the machine, right? Well, you do what you think is best, my friends. Just know that you are loved by the universe and by me unconditionally, just as you are. Even though sometimes it might cause me concern, I still love you all because I'm supposed to. Yes. Anyway, we're going to end it here. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and by the way, since this is kind of a new channel, please do share and subscribe. I mean, share with the idea of getting them to subscribe. I need all 40 of you to help me out here.